Yep. Here we go. Hey, man. Yo, Philadelphia Eagle fans. Woo! I got to tell y'all, man. Y'all some panicky fans, man. Panicky fans out there. 2-2, but we want to sell the whole team. Whatever.
Hi, everybody. We ain't been the same since 22.
Gone on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything, and this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is why we started this, because of you. We started
listen
I'm trying to listen to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about guaranteeing no one to prove it otherwise. BS!
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a
you know what I mean?
Hey, I was pretty close last year thinking about we could have easily won those 3 games we lost.
I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right? Did we not beat ourselves those 3 games?
Look, we lost.
Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving.
Yeah,
I put it out as hard, it's my only medicine, yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know.
Victory. Wait a minute.
Right?
We didn't win.
Blowout Tuesday.
No Wednesday.
Yo.
Oh, I am so happy that it has been this many days away from the game, because if this was yesterday, or even if I would have went live before, I would have been a lot more heated than what I am today. So, hey, welcome everybody to The Truth, episode 40. It's BG31 and your boy JC Sports Talk in the building. We about to break down this Eagles football team for y'all.
Hey, man, look. Look, on Twitter, on social media, man, you would think that the Philadelphia Eagles are 0-4. They're 0-4 and have no hope. I mean, they calling, hey, fire Nick, hey, bench Jalen Hurts, get rid of big play Slay. I mean, it's a whole bunch of doo-doo out there going on, man. But we're definitely going to get into it, though.
Yeah, man. Like, it was a rough one, man. It was another rough game. And I understand where the fans is at, with this situation, because everybody's like, it's 2-2, guys. The world's not falling. Everything is fine. Blah, 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 blah. It's not fine, because we're seeing the same shit as last year. We're seeing the same offense, the same defense as last year, man. It's like, that's the difference of why I don't feel like everybody should be all happy or like feeling positive about this year right now, because we have not fixed the problems of last year. You know what I'm saying? Half of this team hasn't even been played the same since 2022. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts hasn't played the same since 2022. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about none of that. He's a turnover machine right now. He turnovers the ball every single game. And I'm a huge Hurts fan. So it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart to talk about my boy Jalen. Look, at the end of the day, Jalen need to clean that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So
why are we okay? Listen. I thought we was in the 2024 season, man. I'm tired of listening to sports, the analysts on TV talking about Eagles are 3-13 since their last. Who gives a flying F? Who cares, man? This is a new season. Shoot, we could do that for every team. Who cares? No, we can't. It's a new season. The Jacksonville, the Jaguars, I don't even think they won a game, the past 12 games. Man, I don't hear about the Jacksonville Jaguars are like 0-12 the last 12 games. It's only like the Philadelphia Eagles right now. Like,
you know why? Because we that team, JC. We that team. We'd have the most playoff wins.
Even you said it. Even you said it. You're going back to last year too. Stop going back to last year. I'm tired of last year.
I would love to pass it.
That's your problem, man. Y'all stuck at last year that we can't even move on to this year. And see, this is not the same offense at all. It's not the same offense at all. One, shoot, AJ Brown only played one game. Two, we have a Barkley in the backfield. We see a lot more motion. Yes, we rank number 19 in motion, blah, blah, blah. Look, it's only the first quarter of the season. But going back to last year is exhausting. It's a new year, man.
I have a question for you, my guy. To help you understand what I'm talking about, as we the same team as last year. When was the last time you watched the Eagles game comfortably? When was an Eagles game comfortably? Where we're shooting. It was for me, it's been since 2022 since I watched the Eagles team go out there, dominate a football game, play at a high level where you didn't have to worry about them losing the game type feeling. Every game last year and every game this year, we're sitting on the edge of our seats like, come on, put it together. We have scored 0 points in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Things like that has been a trend since last year. That's the reason why I'm sitting here saying this team has not gotten that much better. The great Kellen Moore offense, like Richie said right here, the great Kellen Moore offense, 0 points scored in the first quarter, man. Come on now. Yes, we got Saquon Barkley, and we didn't even run him the whole first quarter. What the hell's up with that, which I don't understand. We didn't do all that cute motion stuff, which I don't understand last game. And it's just like I'm tired of being on the edge of my seat for some of these football games. Some of these teams we should just be beating. You know what I'm saying? And we're on the edge of our seat every single game. And that's been gut-wrenching since last year. We have not felt comfortable for a series of games for the Philadelphia Eagles since 2022.
I mean, it's football. It's the NFL. I mean, everybody get paid to play too, right? I mean, they got professional football players too. I mean, it's not like, hey, we playing high school kids or anything. We playing in the NFL. And yes, team adjusts to a good team from previous years. The defensive coordinators get paid, like, you know what I mean, to study film of the Philadelphia Eagles. So yes,
like you said that, and they're doing the exact same thing that Bosa told them to do after the Niners stumped us out. That we have not figured out how to score against. That we have not figured out how to stop. What are you talking about? The same stuff to us. They dink and ducked us all game long because Banjo defense got these guys. He claims, I told them they can play a little closer, but they didn't do it.
Bosa was talking about the offense, but he wasn't talking about the defense.
And I'm talking about the offense too. Now I get it. Lane Johnson was out. I get it that freaking AJ was out, Smitty is out, but you still had Saquon Barkley. You didn't run in the first quarter, and mostly not even enough in the whole game in the first place. You still had Dallas Goedert out there who made some plays. Yes, he had a big drop, but you have these other guys you sign as insurance plans. Why would you give up a third-round pick for Dotson if you're not going to throw him the goddamn ball? Why you got Paris Campbell out there if you're not going to throw him the damn ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got skill position players that Jalen Hurts don't feel comfortable throwing the ball to.
But that's Jalen Hurts' fault.
That's Jalen Hurts' fault. Open.
That's Jalen Hurts' fault. So how's that a scheme when it's Jalen Hurts' fault? All right, let's keep it real then. I mean, hey, you keep on trying to say it's a scheme, the scheme. It's Jalen Hurts' fault. Has he regressed since 2022? I mean, is he, worse since 2022? I mean, has he gotten worse? That's the real conversation then, because it's not the scheme, because guys are open, including the first play of this past game, a broken play when Barkley got behind everybody and he threw the ball out of bounds. Like, at least throw it in. Like, if you're going to run, he could throw the ball on the run. I don't know what the hell that was. Like, he throws the ball and the ball sell over there. Like, I don't know if he thought that the safety was so close to Barkley or what, and he just threw it out of bounds. Is it Hurts or is it the scheme? To me, it's probably more 75% Jalen Hurts and 25% the scheme. These turnovers, I agree. He's turned the ball over way too many times. Like I don't know if he's trying to do too much or man trying to play captain, save him. You know what I mean? Hey, force the ball. Like I don't know, but he's turned the ball over way too much. I don't think it's a scheme. I think it's more of the quarterback that have taken a couple steps back.
Another thing is, I like how you said this, T. Woods. Nick is still calling goddamn plays. And we already know when Nick calls plays, the offense is trash. Period. He's never called plays for this damn offense, and we've been good. Nick is still out there calling goddamn. Why'd you go get Kellen? Why'd you tell us through the offseason?
What plays is he calling? Does he got a headset and talking and calling the plays? What plays is he calling?
He's out there saying that he's still calling.
What plays is he calling? Because I don't see him talking on the mic to anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing. Like, the sheet is not on his face like this. Nothing. So how do we know he's calling the plays? We keep
like
saying
it. Maybe it's his play sheet that Kellen Moore has to call over. The same thing he did with Brian Johnson. Remember that last year? Oh, it's Brian's offense. But Brian was just calling Nick's plays. If you're going to bring a new coordinator in like Kellen Moore, that last game, the Bucs game, looked like a Nick Sirianni offense. That's exactly what it looked like. It was no motioning going on. You know, we're just getting sacked left and right. I don't know if Jalen can't read the blitz. I don't know what it is. If Todd Bowles just have Jalen Hurts' number or something, he just understands this boy to the point where, you know, I do give him a little credit. There are some of them plays, you know, not having offensive linemen and he didn't have no time to throw the ball. I'll give him that. But a lot of these plays, man, he's just not doing it. It seems like he doesn't have the answers for what's going on against him. Like this is the, second or third time we done lost to the Bucs? Since the last 3 times we played them, we won 1 out of 2. I think that's what it is, right? And they're doing the same thing to us. So either Jalen can't read these plays or Nick got his handprint. Like I said, he might not be on the field. This is the play, but he got his play sheet out there still because these are the same damn plays being ran. Like, I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. It's like,
another thing that's frustrating, man, like we are assuming that Nick is calling the plays. We are assuming that, you know, that the scheme is wrong. I really think that Jalen Hurts lost confidence. Ooh. I really think that he's not the same. I'm not going to say, you know what I mean, he's a bad quarterback. I'm saying that he's not having fun anymore. Like 2022 was so long ago where these guys was having so much fun. It seemed like that it took so much out of them that when we lost the Super Bowl, we lost ourselves. We lost our identity because it felt like that was our chance. That was our shot, right? Jalen Hurts, you know, MVP runner-up, good season, Eagles, home field advantage throughout. Everything was breaking our way, and we lost in Super Bowl that we should have won, led by double digits couple times. And ever since then, we've just been struggling. Every game last year, yes, I agree. Yes, that 10-1 start last year was a fluke because we should have lost a lot of those games. Yeah. But at least you saw Hurts like coming alive sometimes, right? You know what I mean? 5-6 double digits comebacks, you know what I mean? In the NFL last year, but still, that took a lot out of this team also. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Okay, so let's just say we fired Nick Sirianni. Okay. I'm afraid firing a head coach 4 games in is going to be almost like firing your defensive coordinator when you're 10-1, 10-2. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a jerk reaction. Hey, that's what we want. But is it going to solve, you know, the problem in the locker room? If it is a problem in the locker room, like if Nick is the problem, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know where we go from here. But I just think that we need to take it one game at a time. Let's see, all right? After the bye week, you know, a whole bunch of drama going on right now with the Philadelphia Eagles, with, you know, Chauncey Gardner, big play Slay, you know what I mean? All this extra stuff that we're not used to facing right now. And to start off the season, and this is how we do it. That we have so much issues, you know, like selfish issues, you know, that is trickling, into the team. But I really think that he lost confidence. But I'm willing to take it one game at a time. After the bye, we'll see what happens.
And see, that's what I think too, man. Man, that's what I really do think, man. It's like, I hate to be the one to say it because I said this before. I know when it pertains to Dak Prescott and a couple other quarterbacks out there, after you get paid, it's like you got too much other stuff going on in your life. Before he got paid, I remember seeing a tweet on Twitter, it shows, is this the same Jalen Hurts? And it showed before he got paid, the 2022 season, his first season started and his second season started. And it was him, like, when the pockets break down, you see him with quickness, getting out of there, boom, boom, hitting people. And it seems like after he got paid, he doesn't have the same hunger. He's not out there, practicing, trying to get paid anymore or trying to prove himself anymore. He feels like he's made it already, and he hasn't made shit at the end of the day. I don't
think that's how he's built.
Because if you look at him now, even like you don't see Jalen going down, grabbing his own phone. He kind of steps back. It's like, oh, I fumbled it. Let everybody else go scramble for the ball. I can't get hurt. Before he got paid, man, he was out there diving for balls. He's diving, flipping his body, giving his body
a little bit. You reach a little bit,
whatnot, man. Like, I feel like in the off season before he got paid, he didn't have all these endorsements. He didn't doing all these commercials, these movies and stuff. He was out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now he is part of what comes with being a $200 million quarterback. Yes, everybody does it. All the big paid quarterbacks do it. But at the end of the day, he's not playing with the same heart, man. He's not playing with the same intensity. His field awareness is trash right now. It's like, how you gonna dip a guy and think the guy's gone, and then you're sitting back there waiting another 4 to 2-3 seconds before you try to throw the ball like the guy just disappeared because you dodged him one time. Come on, Hurts. You better not. And like you said, that overthrown pass, that messed up pass to Barkley, he had a couple more passes that was horrible too. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple more passes that was going to these other receivers that he threw out of bounds. It's like, it's not the same Jalen Hurts. I really feel like I said before, he don't trust nobody else but AJ and Smitty. He don't really have faith in nobody else, besides maybe Goddard from time to time. But maybe Goddard dropped one of his passes. That made him probably lose a little faith in him too, man. Like, I don't know, man. Something is off with Jalen Hurts, and he has to figure this shit out because we need him to be playing at a high level. If we plan on winning any kind of Super Bowl, if we plan on going anywhere in the playoffs, and if we plan on even making the playoffs for that matter right now.
I mean, I think you're reaching a little bit, man. If you knew Jalen Hurts, man, not personally, but if you follow his career, since he was little to making it in the NFL. He's not that type of person that get paid and say, you know what, boom, I made it. I'm not going to try anymore. I think that's what I'm saying. You reach in there.
But he never got paid until now. So who cares what he did in college? He didn't get paid in college. Who cares if he did in high school?
Who cares what he did his first year? That's not how he's built. He's not built like that. I'm not going to let you sit here and say money changed him. No. Right. I think that, he's been in the league for 5 years. This is his 4th year starting, and we done change offensive coordinator more than I change underwear, bro. You know what I mean? We done change offensive coordinator a lot. Come on, because we're so successful that every season is like, boom, another one. And now he got to learn. Playing quarterback is the hardest position on the football field. The hardest position. It's so much processing that you have to do before the play, after the play. What I mean? So it's not an easy job at all. But to say that, he got paid and, he lost the hunger, I don't think so. I just think that it's so much going on right now in his mind for him to process. And now him processing a whole new offense again, it's going to take time. I thought that because we had Barkley, that we was going to be running the ball a lot more. And then with that, when the defense starts cheating up, you dump it off to Goddard, you dump your little quick screens off. And I thought that we was going to have a faster offense. But right now, it seems like the offense is slow. We just need to pick it up a little bit, and I think that will be fine.
Hey, Steve, hit me up on Twitter. That'd be cool. Hit me up. But, okay, to that point, Dave, you don't think it's Jalen Hurts started fading him, whatever, like I'm saying. I'm reaching there. What about the narrative that's going on with Jalen Hurts that he only can do it with the star players playing?
He's
not a quarterback elevator. He's not elevating these players. Remember the first year he started, we didn't have that many great receivers. He was playing at a higher level than he is now. Then we got him. Then he went to elite status. And playing these couple of days without, like you said, we didn't have AJ the last couple of games. We didn't have Devontae last game. And you look at each person we lost, he's looked worse and worse.
But I just think that how much time does he really have with a man, what's that? Man, what's our receiver? With the Dotson, with the Campbell, with
all offseason with Campbell, all offseason with Wilson. Remember, they were showing him out there practicing. It was Wilson, Campbell. It was freaking Anaya Smith, which is not playing, obviously, but it was all those guys. The rookie Shipley, all those guys were practicing in the offseason. You can't use that excuse. He know Wilson went back.
Just like Kyle Shanahan said, right? You know what I mean? When Debo get hurt, hey, you playing. Hey, there's a package for AJ Brown. There's a package for Devontae Smith, right? There's a package for Goddard. When those guys start going out, like you're not really making a package for Campbell and Dotson. You're just trying to make, go back to the basics with these guys. That's why he looks better with the AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. But I could have sworn AJ Brown, Devontae Smith was on the team last year when we collapsed like a mug. So I mean, hey.
I know AJ got hurt.
I mean, it was on the team. Goddard was there. So I'm just saying, it's a complex offense right now. It's only 4 games in. He will get better. But the only thing I can say I don't like about him is after the loss, his body, his demeanor, like the way he looks and talk, it's getting old to me because I'm the type of guy who was like, okay. Like, let me look into your eyes and actually believe that you're going to do better. Actually, hear something out besides, hey, I got to play better. Hey, I didn't play well. Hey, I got to play better. No. What did you put it out there? Put it out there in the media. I should have made that through to Barkley. It's my fault. I messed up. You know what I mean? I thought the safety was in, and I try to, just throw it away from. I would say, okay, you know what? I could see that. But say, I got to play better. Yeah, you got to start with
same shit. Him and Nick both are pissing me off with this. Fundamentals. Shut the fuck up about fundamentals, man. Like, come on, Nick. You're saying the same shit. Over and over and over. It's my responsibility as a head coach. Responsibility as a head coach. It's my responsibility as a head coach. Shut up, man. We know it's your responsibility, man. And like Ishmael says, it's funny how Brian Johnson was the issue, but now look at him playing with Daniels over there in Washington.
What's he doing? Wait. What's Brian Johnson doing in Washington? Tell me. Is he calling any plays? He's a freaking quarterback coach.
Is he the offensive coordinator?
No, he's not. That's Cliff.
Okay, well, he's a quarterback coach, right?
So what? Is he calling any plays?
Who's the best quarterback right now in the NFC?
That has nothing to do with Brian Johnson like that. That has nothing to do. All right, look, let me tell you what coaching matters, right? Baker Mayfield got sacked 7 times. 7 times. What did they do? Oh, now we know that, hey, the Philadelphia Eagles know that he got sacked 7 times. They changed the gameplay. Quick throws. We was not ready. And now something came out, today? What are we going to talk about the defensive coordinators and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're going to get into the coordinator.
Okay, so you know what I mean? So, like, that's what you get sacked 7 times. Let's say, you know what? We holding the ball too long. Let's adjust our game plan a little bit. Let's do quick throws. And we wasn't ready for it. We was not ready for the quick throws. You could see how far, the DB was playing back. It just frustrated to me. Coaching matters, but at the same time, if you have a player that's not listening to the coaches, or if you have a player that's not reading the field, how could you blame that on coach? You have to blame that on the player. But, I mean, a lot of things went wrong during that game, man. So many things, like nothing went right. No bright spot. Maybe Mitchell, but no bright spot. Maybe Barkley, you know what I mean? But it's a hard reach for me. So, like, this game tape right here, just throw it away. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Like, there's nothing to learn from this, because this was one of the worst performances I've seen, to be down 24-0, to have 0 yards in the first quarter, 172 yards to 0. Come on, man. That was the worst offense of showing I've ever saw. And then defense is bad. The whole thing was bad. Just throw the whole tape away and let's say hey, it never happened. So the guys don't lose that much confidence, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you that game. Man, you like, damn, do we belong in the NFL? Throw the whole tape away. And
that's how I was watching this game. Like, what's going on, man? And I'm so sick of this whole tackling thing. Like, how you started in the NFL, you can't tackle nobody. Like, I don't get that at all. We had like 177,000 missed tackles that game, man. Bro. Like, missed tackle. If they just tackled, the game probably would have been a lot closer.
Absolutely. Yes. A couple third down, missed tackles. See, the way they are tackling these guys are the way they're tackling the donuts. Like the donuts just dive low. You know what I mean? Like when they're showing you, oh, the Eagles DBs are tackling, and you see this orange little donut that they're tackling. That's the same exact way that they was trying to tackle. No, just deep low, you know, and their head not up. Like they're not locking it on their target and going for the tackle. Man, they're just like this. Whoop, the donut moved. Oh, shoot, where's the donut at? You know, it's a real person. It's not no donut. So stop it with these donut drills. Freaking tackle and practice. And so we'll be ready in the real game.
Yeah, Banjo. Let's get on Banjo a little bit. Cause I definitely want to get on this guy, man. Like, and I said it, man. It's the same defense. Like, how can you go a whole game getting dinked and dunked? Like, when does it register in your head what they're doing? They did this, and I'm talking about they did this the first playoff game, you know, against us. And he was even the head coach there. I think it was what's the boy name? Jonathan Gannon that year. But he's a Banjo disciple. They kind of run a similar defense. And the last time we played them, it's like they dink and dunk. Like, when are you gonna get it, dude? Like, play man up, blitz this motherfucker, do something. Baker Mayfield, and I know we would like to get really down on our pass rusher, but like I heard someone say, if they're passing the ball in 2 seconds, they ain't a pass rush in the NFL that's ever gonna get to the quarterback.
Never.
There has to be an adjustment to stop that. You know what I'm saying? How can other teams stop it, but you can't stop it? You're supposed to be this elite, you know, defense coordinator that's supposed to come here and change everything up and it's supposed to be better. That's one issue with him. If you want to go off that, because I got another issue too, but answer that one first.
But all right. So as far as him, you know, Baker getting rid of the ball, you know, like 2 seconds or whatever. Look, there's one way to stop that. You press the freaking receivers. You play man up. So now, guess what? He can't. Oh shoot! He can't hold on. Like he can't throw the quick throws no more. So now he hold on to the ball, and that's when he gets sacked. But I heard that someone say that a report that Vic Fangio was relaying to the guys, "Hey, play man up a little bit." They wasn't listening. So I don't think the guys were comfortable, and it was hot as hell. Like 90 something, but with the humidity, it felt like 108. So I think these guys were checked out, like mentally, physically. Like when the heat started hitting them, man, the first play, the first drive, man, it was like, oh my God. Like they couldn't breathe. Man, they sweating. I mean, yeah, they were done. They took me down 24-0, and no adjustment is being done. And then the rumor today was, if Vic Fangio was telling them to play closer and they wasn't doing it, there's a broken connection. There's a connection that's not there. So we just have to see.
Okay, well, another issue with Vic Fangio. We've seen offseason, guys like White was starting. You guys like, Rodgers was starting. Why aren't you using these guys at all? I understand if you don't put them in as starters, and I get it. Quinion's playing good, and I get it. Freaking Slays, he's not playing that great. He's playing all right. You know what I'm saying? But why don't you see guys like Rodgers on the football field? And why the hell do we keep non-activating, White when N'Kobe D led our team in missed tackles this last game? Like, he's not an all-pro. He's not a Pro Bowler. He is just a linebacker right now. Like, why aren't you at least mixing them in? I don't care. I'm not saying bench him. I'm just saying, why aren't you getting this guy active and playing the guy, man? Something has to give. Another thing, why aren't you getting Josh Sweat and putting him in position to make? I mean, not Josh Sweat, Josh Huff, or what's his name? Bryce Huff, and put him in positions to be successful. This guy was in a four technique. Coming after the full steam, coming after the quarterback every single down. You got this guy backpedaling. You got him in a 2-point stand. You got him doing stuff that he's not accustomed to doing, and we paid him this money to get the goddamn sacks. So why are you being that stubborn? That stubborn to the point where you're not putting these guys in the best possible position to make the best possible plays.
Well, as far as, Rodgers not starting, I don't see where you're going to start him at. I try to tell you this. Wait. Hold on. No, I try to tell you this. Outside corners, you can't rotate outside corners like that. If you ever play corner, this is not a position that you rotate like a defensive lineman. Once you have an outside corner start that game, that person is staying. So unless they practice for him to start on the outside all week long, we're not switching corner mid-game to put Rodgers on the outside with this no injury. So unless he's going in the nickel, but not on the outside. And I try to tell you that.
No, we practice in the offseason, Quignon in the nickel and Rodgers on the outside. Every game, Maddox looks like ass. So why don't you do that again and put Quignon in the slot and put Rodgers on the outside?
Okay, so now rumors are again that Cooper DeJean, likely will be the nickel corner after the bye. So now we're gonna have Mitchell, Cooper, and Slay as our corners. So I don't know what's going on with Rodgers. I don't know how he got in the doghouse, and he should have been in freaking doghouse for causing us 7 points. When did you ever know it's okay to push a defender in the back? To your own team.
He said he was trying to get a flag. And they called him flag.
Yo, you've been in the NFL more than a day. I don't even play in the NFL, but I know that's a flag. I mean, I watch enough football to know that's a flag. You can't push, literally push. Now, if you accidentally, I got it, but he pushed him. Like, what do you expect to happen? And now our defense got to come back out there. Guess what happened? 7 more points. Like, you know what I mean? 7 more points. So, fundamentals. That's all I can say right now.
Why did that kick return too? Like, DeJean fumbled twice. And I know the first one he got someone pushed into. Second one he didn't.
Wait, didn't he recover it? No, he got ran into twice.
Oh yeah, the other one was Ringo.
Yeah, he got ran into
Ringo
twice.
Ran into him.
So, but yeah, these guys are so undisciplined right now. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna chuck this game up to the Heat. To the Heat, man. To the Heat. Yeah, it was hot out there. They wasn't prepared mentally for that heat. What should have done was go out there the whole week, because you about to go to Florida, Hurricane Helene, whatever is out there. Oh yeah, I guess they couldn't go, right? But man, it wasn't prepared. Even the home team was struggling. The offense, Mike Evans was coming off the field like he was struggling, and he plays down there. So, like, we just wasn't prepared. That's it. I mean, I can't. Yeah, we wasn't ready. Right? We wasn't prepared. It's not an excuse, but just watching these guys out there, and they were so defeated from the first drive, man. Like, no pressure, because they got blitzed. Yo, the defense was like, oh my God, I think they practiced Baker holding the ball for so long that, you know, our defensive front could actually get to him. But when that wasn't happening, the guys didn't know what was happening. It was like the ball is coming out so fast. The ball, there's no way you do that, man. Like, it just, I don't know.
And do what we did the week before, then come back against that offense and come back against this offense like that. That's sad, man. That was really sad football, man. I feel like these guys, they, like you said, I feel like they were defeated from the opening kickoff. Like, it's too hot. We ain't playing today. You know, chop this one up. It's too hot. Too hot outside.
It was the week before.
Like, it's so hot out here. You know, I gave my all, but it was so hot out. Shut up, Maddox. You sucked all year long, man.
Or was the week before that brutal, you know, that if their bodies didn't recover fast enough. Look, the Saints haven't won a game since they played us. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping that this was our break right here, the bye week, just to reset. You know, Brendan Graham, he had some harsh words for the team. So I'm just hoping that this bye week came at the perfect time we are spiraling out of control with injuries, with selfish people on the team. But hey, this was a perfect time to get a bye, and hopefully after the bye, we go back to one game at a time. Right now, look, I don't even know what our record is going to be. All right, I'm just going to go 1-0. That's it. Hey, in the next game, it's not 12-5.
Don't get better. It ain't gonna be good.
I had a 12-5 prediction. So look, I had a 12-5 prediction. That means that we got to go freaking 10-3 the next 13 games, and that haven't happened since 2022. So, but we about to see.
Nick Sirianni got to stop these calls, man. You know, he's messing up the calls. That's his only job, is to make correct calls in crucial situations and get these guys motivated. And obviously these guys ain't motivated, and he's been botching game after game with these 3 points. You know, game after game, because you add up these points add up, man. You know what I'm saying? You add up some of these fourth downs where you could have kicked a field goal, and he's choosing to go for it, and we don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
When did he choose to go for it this past game?
Did he do it this game too?
I don't remember. I remember that we was driving after half, and then Hurts fumbled the ball.
Yes.
So I mean, that could have cut the gap to literally like 7 points at that time.
They were gonna be 8 points because they were down by 16 at that time.
So I mean, it's just we're beating ourselves more than anything that I'm seeing with the turnovers, with the bad fourth down calls against the Saints, right? You know, thank God we won that game. But also, look, let's take a look at our schedule, though. You know what I mean? Like, we play the Green Bay Packers, which is a good team. Look, they are above 500. And then we turn around, we play the Falcons. They are at 500. And then we play the Saints. They are at 500. And then we play the Bucks. I mean, so every team we play so far have, a 500 or better record. Compared to some of these other teams that's playing, these other weak teams like the Commanders, man. Like, they got a combined record of, I think, let me see, 1, 2, 3 wins. Like, each team they play got 1 win or 0 win. You know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, right now we are going through a tough stretch. Now, our schedule is a little bumpy, but hopefully, after the bye, we start getting, our confidence back, because confidence, catching fire at the right time is important. Like, I've never seen a team that started early going and win the Super Bowl, but I've seen the Chiefs start slow and catch fire. The Ravens start slow and caught fire. So, I mean, we'll be fine. We just got to ride the ship right now and stop turning on each other. Let's go back to this, brother. Hey, no one like us. We don't care. Us against, the world type of mindset. And stop feeling sorry for ourselves and go out there and do something.
Yeah, man, I get what you say. Like I said, it is a long story. I just don't feel confident in terms of, like, I don't know how you fix this. I don't know how you fix this. We still got
back is going to be big. That's a start.
Well, both of them should be back. Smitty, AJ, and
so that's how you fix it to me. You know what I mean? You get your players on the field and go from there. Now, if we have AJ back, Smitty back, Lane back, and we still look like butt cheeks, then it's a bigger issue. But against the Packers, every time we were down, boom, we came back. AJ, Smitty, you know what I mean? Big play after big play after big play. And ever since then, we haven't had AJ. So, I mean, he does make a big difference. So we'll see. So that's how I would start. Put AJ on goddamn field, you know what I mean? And then just go from there.
Yeah, man, these guys are really they scare me, Jay. I've never been this scared for an Eagles football team. I'm not confident at all about this change being fixed. I don't see Fangio's defense getting any better. I feel like I love the oldness about him, but you're not seeing the hard-nosed football that I was hoping to see out of the Fangio. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing – all I see him – I feel like he's too cocky. Like, he just goes, listen, you're going to play – I don't care if you're a starter. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Get some starters in there. Change it up, even if for the game. You know what I'm saying? I heard someone – I don't know. Does Devin White have charges or something? I heard someone say, look at his charge record. Did he get in trouble or something that no one's talking about? Because he's talking about look at his criminal record or something like that. I seen someone earlier say that. Did he get in trouble? We just not hearing about it because last I checked, he was not in trouble. He's just a healthy inactive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, this past Sunday was personal issue, like personal reason. He didn't
on goddamn football field, man. Like, play all your players, man. I know you're not supposed to rotate people, but Trotter Jr. even got a post, you know, like sitting down in a chair like he waiting to play. Like, play these guys. I don't care. Our linebackers aren't that good to be like, oh no, we have this starter.
You can't have a defense running and like off and on the field like that. You have to have a set defense to build that continuity. Yes, I hear you. Play these guys, but you can't. That's not how football works, BG.
They were the starters in the offseason.
Well, then you do that. You do that throughout the week. You don't just throw them in there. You know, you had to build continuity first. Okay? We would never go anywhere if this defense keep, you know, like, hey, you and linebacker. Nope, pull. You and linebacker. Yo, that's what the preseason for, OTAs, training camp. Regular season, you have your set defense, and you go from there. You have packages, but you cannot just keep pulling. No. I don't agree. So I'm just hoping when we get back, you have a set defense with Cooper DeJean, because I think Maddox, for some odd reason, I think the injuries done got to him. He kind of slow. He's afraid to tackle. He's always hurt. But I think that, you know, with Sidney Brown, you know what I mean, he's going to be, you know, hopefully off the PUP list. So we are getting some guys back, and I think that we will be fine. When I start panicking, that's when you start panicking. All right.
I don't usually panic though, man. I'm the happy Eagles fan. Like, we gonna dominate everybody.
Nah, but you a delusional. We gonna dominate everybody. You are just delusional. I mean, you keep saying 17-0. You know what I mean? So that's delusion.
Well, they're proving otherwise from that theory, because it's 17.
It's definitely proving otherwise. We 2-2.
Teams are proving otherwise right now.
And we 2-2 right now. It's definitely proving otherwise.
What you guys say about Richie saying this? He said, "Who says that AJ's not going to re-injure? Not re-injured that area. He got hurt in practice, not in the game. Not a game. He got hurt in practice."
He's not. Hey, since he's been with the Philadelphia Eagles, what, going on his third season? I mean, yo, it's a hamstring, man. You know, like, all across the league, hamstring tightness. So we'll see, man. Hey, fingers crossed that he doesn't get hurt anymore. But, you know, if he does get hurt, hopefully he plays enough games together that now, hey, just drop one person in, and now we'll still be rolling. So we just need to start running the ball. I understand why we didn't run the ball this past Sunday. It was so hot. And Barkley got an injury history too. So, I mean, we got to realize this, all right? Right? I'm not running Barkley 25, 30 times a game, right? Because we have bigger pictures, you know, in mind. We have Shipley. Where's Shipley at? I don't know where Shipley at. So we have other running backs on the Philadelphia Eagles where we could give Barkley 20 to 25 touches, but rushing him 20, 25 times, you know what I mean? That's kind of one of those things that I don't really agree with. But we do have other guys. On offense, you could bring guys in and out. But on defense, you got to keep your same core, man.
How many more games of the same type of football, right? Of the same type of football we've been playing this year. How many more games you willing to give it before you get to the point where you're like, hey, we need changes right now?
Changes that where and what?
Coaches, players, wherever. Just like, if we keep the same starters, you're saying, we keep the same coaching scheme, when do you fire somebody?
I say if we are 2 games under 500. If we're like 2-4 or, you know, 4-6, you know what I mean? Like we win a game and then drop to, you know. So if we're 2 games under 500, that's when I think a change is going to be made. Because we still haven't played nobody in our division yet, right? And then, you know, we got some teams that, you know, their defense are not that great. The Packers got a good defense, bro. I mean, the Packers got a decent, good defense. The Bucks got a decent, good defense. The Falcons got a good defense. So we play some teams with some pretty good defense, you know what I mean? So, but that's been together also, you know. But we just throwing things out there.
Yeah, you're right. Be Saquon. I don't care about the Heat. You give that boy 20, and it's like you said, even if it only ends up being 20 to 25 carries a game, but that first quarter, my guy, give him the ball like 10 times. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Feed his ass and make the defense play him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got that was the whole thing about last game. You didn't have your star receivers, so that was the perfect time to come out running the damn football. You know, that's a coaching flaw. You know, that's a coaching flaw. That was perfectly. How else were you going to get a Jahan Dotson open or a Campbell open or any one of these other John Ross open if you didn't run the football? Ain't nobody was scared of those receivers. You know, you had to get run the ball, make them play the run to give these guys more cushion in space so they can get open out there so Jalen can feel more comfortable throwing on the football, man. Like, yeah, it's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of things that need to change. It's not like, oh well, you know, we just do this one thing and I think we'd be fine. Or if this one guy just plays better, you know, I just think fine. I feel like there's just a lot of cluster here, and everybody hated it because I hated the bye week being this week. But it looks like it's the perfect damn time for it. It looks like it was right on time. They scripted this shit well because it is right on time. We got key players back. These coaches need to figure out something. But it scares me now because, like you said, if we come out the game, what happens? We do go 2-4. I don't see it. Won't be able to change it. You know, we won't be able to change it.
Yeah, we will. I mean, I think that the 7th seed, right? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say we're going to be the 7th seed, but I think the 7th seed, that 9-7, no, 9-8, no, 10-7 will get you the 7th seed. But I mean, really? Yeah,
we got some good teams in the NFC this year, man.
I mean, there's some surprising teams right now. The most surprising one has to be the Vikings, right? They're still undefeated.
Yeah, with no quarterback. That's crazy. You seeing guys like Darnold do it. You seeing guys like who is the Vikings quarterback? Is it Darnold? No, Darnold. And then the other quarterback that started, the other shitty quarterback started, he's actually getting wins now.
But what team? What team?
Who was that other quarterback?
Dalton.
Did Dalton win?
He got like one win, but he only started 2 games.
One win. But yeah, it's like you see. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't be too. It shouldn't be this hard. Basically, it shouldn't be this hard, and we definitely need to take this bite. Like I'm still on the train, obviously. You know, it's only 2 losses. You know, I didn't know where the losses were going to come from. I said 14-3 this year, but I don't know about 14-3 anymore. You know, that we got 2 right off the jump like this because we just still got. We can't even say an easy game's an easy game no more. You know, the way these guys play. You can't say any of these games are going to be easy moving forward.
See, another thing that I told you about, which, you know what I mean? Hey, this like I told you so show, right? Chauncey Gardner. He's not a regular safety. I told you that. I told you that this Philadelphia Eagles team needs a real safety that was groomed to play this position. I've been playing this position the whole time. He's more of a smaller box safety.
Yeah, that's another one doing good.
No, but Geno Smith been a Pro Bowl the past couple seasons, so he ain't no, you know what I mean, no bum or anything since he went to Seattle. So, yeah. But I told you our safeties. Chauncey Gardner is a weak link right now. I say 4 games, 4 touchddown given. You know what I mean? Like, has to be one of the worst safeties in the league right now because he's not a every down regular safety. He's more of a smaller box safety, so he can't play the safety that we need because our corners, once they get over them, they're gone. That's what I wanted Justin Simmons. I'm still gonna stick to my guns. Y'all wanted Chauncey because of what he did. And, in 2022, but it was more of our defensive front that was actually getting to the quarterback. If you can watch all his picks, a lot of them are tipped in the air. Like, it's tipped in the air. It's falling short. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like him like this. All of a sudden, he snatched it away or nothing like that. Man,
it was like Ed Reed back there, basically.
I mean, it was opportunities given to him by our our defensive front. And that's why I was like, I don't know. We need a better safety. And now it's coming back to bite us in the butt right now.
Speaking of Chauncey, Big Play Slay, we talked about this backstage, man. How you feel about Michael Parsons and Big Play Slay? For one, how do you feel about these guys in the middle of the season? We haven't even played Dallas yet on a podcast together.
Yeah, I mean, look, me personally, okay, so let me ask you a question. If we won that game, if Big Play Slay had an interception, we won that game, would y'all feel the same way? Would y'all feel the same way y'all feeling right now, calling for his head, calling for him to take the C off his chest, calling for him to get traded, kicked off the team? You know, Trey Thomas came out, Brian Dawkins came out, expressing, their disgust. I wonder if we had won the game honestly, and be 3-1 going into the bye, would we feel the same way? Would it be like, oh, get him out of here, trade him, blah, blah, blah? Or are we mad because we lost and at that moment we're so heated? He's a human being. He can do whatever the hell he wants. We don't buy. We don't buy. But it happened too fast. It happened right after a horrible loss where nobody looked good. And then he posted his stats that had nothing to do with the game. Timing was so bad. But if he had to wait a few days and then jump on a podcast, I don't think we would be overreacting as much because everybody does it nowadays. Everybody.
No.
St. Brown is doing it every freaking week. I'm watching him having somebody else on his podcast that's actively playing in the NFL.
Who is?
I'm St. Brown.
Am I right?
Yes.
Listen, I'm like what Shady said. The NFL's gotten way too soft. Okay, they're sharing jersey, doing all. This is a battlefield. You can do all this stuff in the offseason. On your podcast in the offseason, if you want to have these players on your freaking podcast to talk about the previous season, I'm not down with the rivals being like you said here. Who was it? Who is it? Oh, Twiz. I'm 38. You don't mess with the ops, baby.
I agree.
Don't mess with the ops at all during the season. I am not down with jersey. I'm not done with none of that during the regular season. Like I said,
I understand what y'all saying though, but y'all sound like people that that's stuck in the Stone Ages. Hey, relax. These guys are making money for themselves right now. They are building their brand. Yes, we don't agree with it, but they are building their brand, and there's nothing that we could do about it.
You do it after you retire.
That's not happening. That's not happening. Okay?
Last year
right now. Active, no, it's not happening. They're doing it right now to build their brand. The NFL is getting soft, but NFL players are getting smarter because now it's all about building their brand. So when they do, if something does happen to them,
and I'm the fan, right? We the fans, we the consumers are paying all this money for these games. I don't want to see no soft players, man. I want gladiators on that football. I want you to hate each other like back in the day. Y'all didn't fuck with each other. Period.
Well, guess what?
You're the ops. I'm not messing with you after the season. I don't want to shake your hand. I don't want to do none of that until the off season, man. Like you said, like back in the day, like they didn't even, unless you're a superstar, you didn't even trade jerseys at the end of the game. And you had to be like an all-pro, Pro Bowl player to one some other legend to freaking. Now everybody's swapping jerseys. Everybody's hanging out with each other. They're hanging out in the off season together. It's like people didn't do that back in the day. Shady even said it. They didn't do that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They didn't train because my best moves. You know what I'm saying? You can go take it, tell him back to your home. Oh, I trained with him. He sucks at this part. He sucks at that part. Oh, we can get him here. We can get him there. This is his weakness. This is that weakness. That's all BS, man. You're giving yourself up before you even play a game. You know what I'm saying? You're showing your weaknesses. You're showing your hands before you can even play a game by working out with these guys. Talking with these guys, being buddy. It's like, oh, Michael Parsons' family, I knew him for so long. My family and his family sit together. The fuck out of here, man. I don't care about your family. You shouldn't be sitting together. She should be on the Dallas side. Your family should be on the Eagles side. And y'all should be rooting for your damn team. There has to be some kind of competitive edge that you have inside you to not want to be friends. I don't care if it's your brother on the other side. We've had plenty of brothers play each other. They were at the game. You didn't see them talking too much to each other. After the game, maybe a little hug or whatnot, but you even see games where they didn't really talk to each other.
You're wasting your breath, BG. It's not going to change. So why are we so catching a heart attack, getting gray hairs over something that we can't change? If the NFL right now go to flag football, guess what? We will still be like this, watching it. It doesn't matter what we think. Honestly, the frustration, because we are old school. We love competition. We love to hate our enemies, whatever. But it doesn't really matter. It is not going to change. Even Shannon Sharp said that he's making more now on his podcast than he did playing career. So these guys are making business decisions. LeBron James, he got freaking the shop. He's making money on his podcast. Him and freaking what's his coach right now? Reddick. You know what I mean? Hey, now he's his coach. But throughout the whole season, basketball, regular season, basketball game is going on. They're on a podcast. You know what I mean? So everybody is doing.
I get Jason Kelce at BIRDGANG. I get what you're saying. What about Jason Kelce? For one, Jason should have retired like 5 years before this.
Okay, should have retired, but he did. But he still was doing it. Everybody's doing it. We may not like it, but the problem was timing was off, and that's why we so up. Like, get him out of here. Even because of timing. If we won that game, and Slade played great, we were going to say crap.
And I do agree. Jason is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Parsons, not that old. Slade is at the end of his ride, too. So I guess it's okay to do it. And it's not the point that they can't have a podcast. That's not the part I'm talking about. That's not the part. But that's not the part. I don't care that Slade got a podcast. He says stupid stuff on his podcast sometimes I don't like. I don't care about that. You're right. Build your brand. But it's about he's on a podcast. Even Kelce's brother played in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? His brother played a whole nother division, and it's his damn brother, for one. You know what I'm saying? A whole nother division. You're not talking about a rival in the same division as you. You know what I'm saying? You sit there, him with. That's the part that matters. The inner, the NFC East. Like, if we did anything outside the NFC East, I don't feel like it would be as big of a deal. But this guy is on a team that we hate. You know what I'm saying?
We're the podcast right now is just like us saying, damn, why can't they hit the quarterback? Yo, we've seen guys laying people out. And now there's a flag. You know why? Now is a flag because the NFL got sued by players, right? You know what I mean? Hey, you know why these guys are on the podcast? Because people don't want to pay them their money. Should they holding out? So they say, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing in the meantime. Hey, I'm still going to try to, just build my brand. It is
all
what
these guys are paid.
The NFL is evolving. Look, hey, we got games in London, Germany, Brazil. It's evolving. So it's not the same NFL that we know. The players are not the same. It's get over it. Stop stressing yourself out about it. And let's worry about wins and losses. Because the off the field issue with the players, we would never control. It doesn't matter what we think.
But the reason why the Legends got mad about it is he is the captain. Okay, he's not just a guy on the football team. He's the captain. We just lost. Okay, don't be ha with the ops after a loss. Don't be, like you said, putting up your career stats after a loss. If you're the captain of the football team, you should be setting an example. You should be out here, rallying the troops. You should be practicing getting better your damn self, for one, because you didn't play that great either on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be even having time besides your podcast to be on nobody else's podcast. You're worrying about the wrong shit. You should be worried about winning football games instead of being on other people's podcasts.
Look, I hear you, man. Right now, we spent about 20 minutes talking about them on a podcast. It's working. We're like, what? Wait, Slade Michael was on the podcast? Shoot, let me go check it out. Look, it's working. You know what I mean? Yo, we just did
what he say?
For Slade and Michael on the podcast talking, and now I guess, it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna stress myself up about it. I'm not gonna call for his head. I see y'all, Philly fans, man. I'm telling you right now, if I was a player that plays for the Philadelphia, any basketball, football, and it's whatever it is, Yo, it's tough, man. Yo, man, y'all calling for his head. Man, y'all calling for him to be fired. Man, keep the man out of his job. Imagine somebody calling y'all to get fired at your job.
Think about it, though.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
Legends are coming out. Like you said, Dawkins, legends of the team.
But they're not calling him for get fired. Man, they're just saying that, you know what I mean? Hey, we would never do that. Putting a game change, blah, 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 blah. But, man, y'all calling, man, he said that, hey, y'all got to him. Big Play Slay is one of the most relaxed players that we have. He said that y'all got to. Somebody said something probably in his inbox, you know, something that he was like, shoot, let me show y'all who I am. And that's why he posted his stats, because he said that y'all got to his head. And he apologized for it, but I understand. You know what I mean? But look, all these old heads, look, I love B-Dog. I love Trey Thomas, you know what I mean? Seth, you know, but this is a new era. Get over it. That's how the NFL went soft, watered down NFL. You know what I mean? Look, as soon as you sneeze on the quarterback, it's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. You know what I mean? So it is what, hey, Chauncey Gardner got fined $46,000 for looking at a player the wrong way, for taunting. You know, it is over. It's over. We just accept it and move on with it. This is the NFL right now that we are watching every day. It doesn't matter. They're still going to get their money.
Let's go back to players. Are there any players on our team that you want to see playing after this bye week that's not playing right now?
I think that Reed Blankenship has surprised me a lot.
Yeah, he's playing good.
Yeah, he's been balling. Right now on defense is between Carter and Reed to me. Well, three of them, Carter, Reed, and Mitchell. Like, those are our three best players on that defense right now. But who do I want to see play? I want to see Devin White, man. I want to see what he has. Does he have anything left in him? I want to see what can he do. You know, so I haven't seen him yet. Man, I was super excited, for us to get him. And now he played 0 snaps. He played as much snap as I did this season. You know, I have 0. We both were the same. Hey, and me and Devin White, hey, we like, hey, bro, what's up, man? But look, the only difference is he getting paid.
He getting paid not to play.
Yo,
he getting paid not to play. That's for sure.
Yo, hey, I'm getting paid too, but not out of the NFL, not the NFL money, you know. Yeah. But I mean, I want to see him play more. I want to see Cooper DeJean actually start at the nickel. I want to see Sidney Brown. I mean, is he healthy enough to actually make an impact? I think that he will be a better deep safety than Chauncey right now. I have no faith in Chauncey covering deep. I have 0 faith. I never seen him play deep safety. I don't know, where did y'all get that he could play deep safety before? Where did y'all see that at? BG, where did you see him? Shut down safety, backside. Oh my God, Chauncey's back there.
Man, at least 20, 30 yards down the field. Some of them.
Huh?
Some of those interceptions like 20, 30 yards down the field.
I just told you that it was tipped. All he's in. If you look at the Eagles' interception, he had underthrown, 2 against Dallas. 1 was tipped, the other one was underthrown. A lot of his interceptions are like right spot, you know what I mean? Right place, right time, tip. Oh my God, let me go get it, right? But it's never deep. So I want to see Sidney Brown. Can Sidney Brown do a better job? But it don't matter what we want to see. Yeah, I want to see Huff too. Huff, Robin, I want to see him play. I want to see Huff play because I haven't seen him play.
God damn it!
Is he playing?
Well, actually, he got a assist, a tackle assist. So I can't say he has as many tackles as me. Y'all gonna say that same thing with Huff, you know, because he got an assisted tackle, so he came off. He playing a little bit better than me right now.
CJ's horrible.
He's trash.
Trash. Get him out of here.
My players I really want to see
Simmons. Yo, how's the Falcons pass defense doing? The Falcons pass defense. They
got 2 safeties. They got 2 good safeties.
Bates and Simmons, man.
Yeah, they got 2 good safeties. Yeah, they look good over there.
And then we got half for one. Blankenship.
Okay, players I want to see. I want to see Trotter get mixed in linebacker. I want to see White Get him on the goddamn field. I don't care what you got to do. Get him on the field. If he looks trash, whatever. But get him on the field. I want to see it from my own eyes that he's trash. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it myself. Get him on the field. Get Trotter on the field. I think he's been sitting around long enough. He knows what he has to do. You know, it's going to be, week 6 by the time you come in? That's a perfect time. Start rotating and jump.
Who's expense, though? Who's expense? Because we're not having 3 linebackers on the field. So, because Bond been balling. Oh, shoot. I forgot the MVP of the defense, Bond. You know what I mean? Yo, he been balling.
He balled too.
On whose expense? Is he going to take over for Dean, the captain? He's been no. He's been balling.
First game he balled. Second game he was not that great. He didn't do very much that second game, even though we won or we lost that second game. Yeah, he didn't do nothing that Falcons game, and then he balled this last game, right, or the Saints game.
And yes, he did.
What did he do this game?
He tackled.
Now we're giving cool points for tackling. Like, everybody should tackle
in tackles, man. Like, this dude is leading the team in tackles overall. He's leading the team in tackles.
But that's like, and I'm not saying that you're taking him out.
Yeah.
What happened to Hunt, Mr. Safety, that can drop back? Stop making Huff do it. Let Hunt do the drop back and let Huff get out the damn quarterback. So I want to see Hunt play. I want to see Trotter play. I want to see White play. I want these guys to do what they did at the end of training camp and put Quignon in the goddamn slot because he can handle it, and put Rodgers on the outside. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's waiting for Cooper Jean to do it. I'm not worried about Cooper right now. You got too many, like you said, too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, let the people you know that can play. Rodgers, you know, can play. He played good in the preseason, offseason, not preseason, but he was playing good in the offseason. He was a starter. And you already know that Quignon can play the slot. He showed you that he can play the slot. He's good.
I mean, not in a game though. We haven't seen him play in a game. We saw him, we heard it in practice, but we didn't draft. Yeah, we didn't draft Q to play the nickel. We drafted him to play outside. Cooper DeJean is your nickel guy. That's who's going to come play. So the best guy won. Look, he's the best corner on the team right now.
Because Rodgers had to play, you don't know that. You're sitting a starting caliber quarterback. You're sitting him. You don't know what he can play.
Who?
Rodgers. He was a starter in the NFL playing at a high level.
But that was
another starter out there. He was personally had to go Quignon out there. And I know what you're saying. Now that he's out there playing good, Quignon's had some. Leave him. But why not? He can start next year, man. Play the best 3 damn cornerbacks you got, period.
Yes.
If Rodgers, you got to move Quignon the slot, whatever. He's starting, he's playing. He's on the football field. If your Rodgers starts slacking off or he's not playing at a high level, go ahead and move him back out there and bring Cooper in. But right now, you need 2 experienced cornerbacks, Rodgers and Slay, and let the rookie, handle that slot position. I think we should do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Offensively, just where's Shipley at? Get him the ball sometime. Give Saquon the ball more. And I got to see, you got to do something with this Dotson thing. I don't care that AJ and Smitty are coming back. You got to you have to make that 3rd round pick worth it. You got to make it worth it. What was the point of it? If you're not going to use this guy, you're not going to give the ball to this guy. Why did you give up a 3rd? It's not like you gave up a 6th, a 7th, a 5th round pick for the guy. You gave up a 3rd round pick, which can be a starter. Depending.
That wasn't our 3rd round pick. We didn't give our 3rd round pick up. So
it's still a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, but also, hey, look, we still got him for next year and in the following year. So I'm okay right now. I just think that offense needs to find an identity. What is our identity on offense?
Run the goddamn football. See, that is something the Eagles have done for years. I feel like this probably even goes back to the Andy Reid era. We have a run-blocking offensive line that can pass block. A run-blocking offensive line because they're the biggest. We have the biggest offensive line in football. When the Cowboys were winning those back-to-back championships, they had the biggest offensive line in football. They passed, yes, but they ran the ball first. Do what these guys do best. They all are best balling people. They're the biggest line in football. Run the damn ball first. Set up the pass. It's like, since Reid, it's like, for some reason, I know it's a passing league, whatever the narrative is a passing league, But for some reason, we've seen teams like the Ravens make it deep into the playoffs. They ain't win a Super Bowl, but they made it pretty deep running the goddamn football first. You know what I'm saying? Run the ball. Everything is set up for you to run the ball first. Your quarterback is a dual threat quarterback. Run the ball. Run the ball.
Yeah, we just need to
it's
go
going
back
to set up the pass. It's going to make it 10 times easier for Jalen Hurts to get completions if you get a good running game started in the beginning of every single game. Come out, first 10 plays, run the ball. Run the rock. You know?
Even if you got to rotate other running backs, man.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, like if you get in 3-4 yards of carry, now you could just keep running it. Now, if you're getting negative yards running the ball, then you got to go to, a little, a little quick throw.
When the hell are we going to use
look at how far TV's playing, you do a little quick throw, and you that's an extension of running the ball, a little quick throw, and then you let the receivers, make the move. Just like
when are we going to do a running back screenplay?
Yeah,
why is that not even in our offensive game plan at all?
Yeah, I have a feeling that this team, this to me is almost as equivalent as hitting rock bottom from last season. I think this ass whooping on top of all this internal drama that's going on, we are at the bottom right now. I think we are at the bottom right now. So look, fingers crossed. It can only get better from here, Ooh. Yes, I understand that health is important. Guys are coming back. Yes, I understand. Everybody say, yeah, you don't need AJ Brown if your quarterback is. We got him. Okay, I don't care. We got 2 good wide receivers. Hey, I don't care if nobody else got them. I don't care. So I'm hoping that we could get back into a little one game at a time. Don't overlook nobody. Go to every game thinking, hey, this is it. This is it. Have that mentality. This is it. Win or lose. Come on, let's give it all. Because right now we're playing careless football. Like we don't care.
Nick Sirianni's gotta get, man. If we go like 2-5.
I do want Nick Sirianni, and for y'all's sake, and for y'all Eagle fans out there, I want Nick gone. Because I want to see how different this will be without Nick. Because I really don't think that he's the problem. I just think that our quarterback has, since he gotten paid, he wanted to prove I'm worth the money. So, you know what I mean? And so now we start throwing the ball more. So I'm just saying.
Are you saying he's Carson Wentz?
No,
that's what Carson started.
No,
he got paid, and he became a turnover machine after he got paid. Trying to play hero ball all the goddamn time.
Yeah, that was before he got paid. Hey, and Carson didn't change. Carson was the same quarterback from when he got drafted to when he got paid. He was doing his own thing. He did not want to take criticism, and he didn't want to be coach. That's why Nick Foles got in and was like, hey, I trust the coaching. Boom, RPO, right? You'll read, boom, boom, boom. So, but Hurts, I think he's trying to do too much because he wants to say, hey, y'all paid me. Let me show you that I'm worth the money. So now, and let me try to play hero ball sometimes. Against the Saints, we're marching. Man. Against the Bucks, we're marching. Oh my God, we about to make this a 1-score game. Just like so. That's like, okay, enough is enough. Relax, But
I'm gonna throw some pictures up here. I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind before we get out of here. First thing that comes to your mind.
All right,
here we go.
Clueless.
Elaborate what?
Clueless. He's clueless. Like he looks like that. He don't know what to like. He's clueless right there. That picture shows me clueless.
This one.
Passionate.
This one.
Fuck.
To follow up that one, this one.
God damn. You know, hey, did I make the right decision?
We started to look like the Giants again.
He was like, damn. I thought I was leaving the Giants.
This one.
Don't call me.
Don't call me.
Do not call
me. Goddamn it.
Y'all. Hey, I'm enjoying my retirement. Do not call me.
Don't call me. Okay, okay.
That's
why.
Big Dom in the house.
Building. Yeah, man. I don't know. Would you be mad if, say, we did go 2-5, right?
Hell yeah, I'd be mad. What do you
mean?
And
we fired Nick and brought in Belichick.
Yes, I'll be mad because that means that what is Belichick going to come and do and flip a switch and turn it around with, let me see, 2-5, that's 7. So that's 10 games left, which is doable. So we got to go undefeated.
Defense.
So 10-0.
Defense. And Belichick don't take no shit.
So what we're going to do with Vic Fangio then? So like this is going to be just like last year again.
Fangio going to have to listen to Belichick.
But that makes no sense. Now we are so deep into the season. Your players are already know one system, and now you're trying to make them learn a new system in the middle of the season. That's not a smart move. Like I said, if we go 2-5, Nick Sirianni, let's just say that Nick Sirianni get fired, Kellen Moore take over as head coach. The team might get a little, hey, let's go. You know, it maybe. Like, I don't know. Are the players getting tired of the whole speech of Nick Sirianni? I don't know.
They're gonna do the
but we'll see because after the season, we won't have none of good vet presence no more. You know what I mean? The only person will be there is Lane Johnson. Like, there's no real vet presence. You know what I mean? Like old school vet presence left after next season because BG might be tired. And he said, hey, he might come back for another year. Who knows? He's playing great right now. But we'll see, man. But at the end of the day, look, hey, next week we definitely going to talk about the upcoming matchup against the Browns, I believe. Nick Chubb is coming back. Yikes. Woo! That's a problem that we don't need.
Lane better be back.
You know what I mean? I don't know how much the workload he's going to get, but we're definitely going to talk about the game next Tuesday.
And one more before we get out. Hey, y'all, hit that like. Thanks for hitting us up, rocking with us this whole time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe to both channels. You know, hit the like on both channels, on all channels, man. You know, do you think Howie need to get somebody new?
Where, like what, a coach? What, like, what do you mean?
Like a pass rusher or a linebacker, trade for a start linebacker, or trade for another receiver. Adams is looking like he wants to get out of the old Raiders. Trade for like an Adams or something like that. You think Howie needs to pull
nobody else on offense? No. Offense is good. No, we don't need nobody else on offense. Defense, I don't know. I refuse to believe that Bryce Huff don't know how to play football. That he all of a sudden don't know how to get to the quarterback. He don't know how to rush.
Well, we're not using him the way he was successful.
That's what I'm saying. So is it the player or the scheme?
Coach.
So you saying get somebody new? I mean, I don't know because nobody is getting to the quarterback. So Brendan Graham got 2 sacks, I think, and I don't recall nobody. Remember, Joshua got one.
Yeah,
Davis got one. And I think Bond got 2 the first game.
Yeah.
So that's like a handful of sacks.
Yeah.
So that's not the Philadelphia Eagles through 4 games to have a handful of sacks. So is it the scheme that they're not comfortable with yet? That's what I'm saying. These guys need to play together. I told you it's going to take what? How many games, BG? I said for the defense, I said 6 games. I said the first 6 games, offense is going to carry us, but they're not so far.
Yeah.
It's going to take 6 games for this defense to start clicking and knowing like who belongs where. You know, I'm dissecting the other offense, calling out their play. Oh, we hear that. So it's going to take a while. 6 games. So we got 2 more games to see, hey, we start clicking on all cylinders. That's what I'm saying. 2-2, going to the bye where we could easily been 3-1. Barkley catch that ball. We're 3-1. You know what I mean? But we're 2-2. Hey, look, I'm okay with it.
Did BG really say that? It must be something I said about Jalen Hurts. That Kuka had to say that. What up, Kuka? How you doing? Jalen Hurts, will he come out of this turnover slump? What is it, 27 turnovers in 26 games or 24 games or something like that?
Yeah,
like, a lot. A whole lot. Do you think over the next couple of games he bounces out of it?
I don't think he will.
Damn.
No, look, the only reason why, look, it's not going to be as bad as we think, but I don't think he will, because if you're asking him to throw 30, 40 times a game, a mistake is going to happen. Now, if you reverse it, have him throw 22. Jared Goff was 18 for 18. 18 throws. They put up 40 goddamn points. He threw the ball 18 times. Huh?
They run the football.
That's what I'm saying. So if we're asking him to throw 30 to 40 times, something is going to happen. I mean, a tip, anything could happen. Like, you're throwing the ball 40 times. Now, if you're trying to minimize that between 20 to 25 and run the ball the other 30 to 35, run the ball, you know what I mean? Like, and when I say throw the ball 20, 25 times, I'm not talking about in tight coverage. I'm talking about screen throws there, like a little hitch. Like, I'm not talking about look downfield and just lob it as you getting hit. You know what I mean? So that's not throwing the ball to me. That's careless football.
Throwing up prayers.
So throwing up football. Just throwing up prayers. So when I say 20, 25 times, good, solid, 10 to 15 yards. And now, guess what? With that 10 to 15 yards, they're going to start cheating in. They're going to try a jump route. A pump fake, and now you see a wide open bomb down, you know what I mean? Just boom, downfield. So, but we got to go back to the basics, start running the ball, make Jalen Hurts feel comfortable again. He's not having fun. I don't know what it is.
No one's having fun.
So, he's not having
fun. No fun, man. And salute to all you guys on the Twitter or X, Facebook. Thank you guys for being with us. Come over here to YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Like he said, we will be back next week to break down the Cleveland Brown matchup. Let's see if they win this week. Let's see if we can look for some signs of hope, because like you said, if Myles Garrett's coming back, that's already scary enough. They got a good running game over there, and they got some nice receivers. Judy's all right. He's been playing all right this year. And then what the name is from the Cowgirls.
I am going to watch this Sunday, though, the Browns versus the Commanders. I'm going to watch this game very, very closely.
We got to play both of them coming up here.
But I want to see the Browns, because I think the Browns have a solid defense, but their offense is handicapping them that they're always on the field, right? The Browns had not put up 20 points yet in a game.
Damn.
They haven't put up 20 points yet in a game.
Have we?
What do you mean, man? The first game we put up 34.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
sorry, it doesn't seem like we've been playing very much.
But I'm just saying though, I'm gonna watch that game very, very closely to see how the Commanders do. If the Commanders get blown out or beat by the Browns, I'm like, well, okay. I mean, this football season is spooky.
Yeah,
because we don't know what's going on right now. The Chiefs are 4-0, could have been 0-4 easily. Like the Commanders are 3-1. God damn it! You know what I mean? Like,
as much as we get on Hurts, Patrick Mahomes is throwing more picks than Hurts and has what? He's had pretty much the same numbers.
Less yards than Hurts too.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
all that stuff. I mean, this is wide open as I've ever seen it. The Lions are not. Yes, they look good the other night, but they got their butt kicked already. The 49ers are all banged up everywhere. So this is the Vikings are 4-0. So this is a wide open AFC and NFC. The Bills got their backs blown out. Like we thought, man, look at Josh Allen with these young wide receivers. He cooking. Not shoot. Derrick Henry got something to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came in and ran right through them boys. Over 200 scrimmage yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can do that with Barkley, man.
We can. So, but it's still wide open. That's what I was trying to say. It's still wide open league. We're 2-2. The sky's not falling. We will be fine. But we cannot. We need to do better, Eagle fans. We need to stop getting on these players. Leave the players alone, man.
Yeah,
leave the players alone, man. It's a long season. We got bigger goals in mind. Raising up that Lombardi. Leave the players alone because, hey, they're getting paid millions and you're getting paid pennies. So, I mean, it is what it is. Your little one tweet, yeah, they might respond, but whatever. Mind your business. Support your players. And let's see what happened, man. Until we like 2-10, and then you like, boo, fire everybody.
Fire the whole damn team.
But, all right,
guys. But hey, great show again, JC, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Bird Gang 31. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.
And we out. Peace.
Going on, everybody, man. And welcome to the very, very, very going on, everybody, man. And welcome to the very, 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 very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.